We have a brief presentation lined up next for you. The title for this is Use of Technology to Improve Quality and Access of Higher Education. We have Dr. Dilip A. Shah, HOD, Aeroscience, Hindustan University. I'd request you to acknowledge him with a loud round of applause. Dr. Shah.
Okay, very good afternoon to one and all. There are a number of distinguished people here, and I'm glad that I got this opportunity to speak in front of such a distinguished audience. The development, technology, and education that we see around us today, it is evident that technology-assisted education and e-learning can only be a trend that is sure to pick up in the years ahead. Education is fast becoming one of the last frontiers where technology has come to play an increasingly bigger role each passing day. Technological innovation, a long hallmark of academic research, is now changing the way that universities teach and students learn. Distance education, sophisticated learning management systems, and enormous opportunities to collaborate with research partners from around the globe are some of the transformational benefits that educational institutes can embrace with the use of technology. In the conclusion, we will conclude that there is no way out without using technology for the growth. Now, these are the challenges written down. Some 20 challenges are there for the universities. Any college, any university will have these challenges to tackle with. Curriculum design, alignment, which we have been talking about from the morning, that we are not changing curriculum fast enough to adapt with the system, with the society, with the industry's need, etc. So obviously, universities, they all keep doing this, but maybe at a slower pace, as someone pointed out. Need to accelerate. Student employability, also an important issue. There is no point producing students just to increase the number because of a lot of private colleges. They want to increase the number. Management is happy, but at the end of the day, they have to be employed somewhere. Widening participation, quality of learning and teaching, very important. Quality of research, accreditation problems to deal with. Compete and collaborate globally in research and talent. Student retention. Many colleges are closing down because they're not able to retain the student. If they for 4 or 5 years, if the students don't find employment from those colleges, obviously they will have difficulty attracting students. Adopting emerging technology, some colleges have problems. Assessment, addressing the plagiarism, big problem with the advent of information that is available to the students. New generation of staff, tenure for the staff, their career opportunity problem. Funding, group formation for learning and teaching. Critical thinking, also we have been talking about critical thinking, that just teaching is not enough. You have to make them to think critically. Construction of personal and group knowledge, contribution to economy. At the end of the day, of course, they have to join the workforce, they have to create the employment. They should be creating and contributing positively to economy. Integration of knowledge, capital, and cross-curricular initiatives. Higher education governance and management. So these are all the challenges education systems establishment will face, whether government or non-government. And these challenges are not independent. You cannot solve one by one. They are all interlinked. So it's a very complex system, and there's a very strong interrelations between them. So use of technology in teaching. This is mainly for teaching. Most of us, we do this now, and it's not for fun or anything. It's becoming absolutely necessary. Enhancing traditional delivery, use of PowerPoint, etc. Webcast of lectures and storage of teaching-related materials on the web. Some universities are doing, some are thinking, and eventually we all have to do some of these things. YouTube, IVLE. IVLE is what they use in National University of Singapore, Integrated Virtual Learning Environment. You lecture in the morning, and lectures are all available to the students in the afternoon or the evening. Every single lecture in the university is uploaded and ready for viewing at 5 o'clock. So that sort of environment, every university will have to create if you want to compete and go high up in the rank, etc. Engaging students, social media, blogging, etc., whether we like it or not. These are all the things that are liked by students, and students learn a lot from this media. So we have to all adapt to all this and use it in our day-to-day teaching. All right, technology does not work for everyone. It may not work for every time. Confucius said, more than 2,000 years ago that we should teach according to the ability of the students. Now, this was also a point brought forward, that students coming to the university are not up to the marks. Somebody said 12th standard with 80% cannot understand the basic mathematics, basic English comprehension, and I think we all know that what he or she said is true. The quality has gone down. 80–90% in 12th standard does not assure, he assures the admission for the student, but does not assure that he's up to the mark or up to the expectations for the courses that you have launched and you're trying to teach him. And this is the problem. I do not know why, but quality has been going down and down. Average student cannot write 2 sentences of English correctly. In 2 sentences, there will be at least 2 or 3 mistakes. And when we talk to the management, they say even our staff members cannot write correct English. Because the staff members are not very old, they've all gone through the system, and maybe something has to be done to the schooling system where these things can be improved, like newspaper reading in the class, in the assembly. That sort of things are good. I think they used to be there in many schools, but now it's disappearing. Online learning is gaining firm foothold in universities around the world. We conclude that it's clear that use of technology may not be a silver bullet. It will always be debatable whether whiteboard versus PowerPoint is friend or foe. It is evident that technology has heralded our present knowledge economy and given rise to a generation of students who have never known life without a computer. Now, this is true, right? Whether it's computer or mobile phone or whatever it is, but students are, most of their waking hours, they're busy with these devices. So you have to make use of these devices and transfer knowledge. So we cannot run away from this. The omnipresent use of technology in education is here to stay, and it's up to us, the educators, to decide on how best to adopt and make use of the technology in teaching, research, collaboration, transfer of research data within the institutions to grow and reply effectively to the ever-growing challenges posed to the higher education establishment. Number of colleges are opening up every day. They're much faster than the shopping centers. And if you want to be meaningful, produce good engineers, good students, I think challenges are many, and we have to reply or answer them. Otherwise, they'll keep on closing down again. New colleges will come, some will close down, and this trend is not very healthy. We have a PowerPoint presentations for lectures, and web content we put on all the lecture notes and everything. We try to put it on the website so that students can access to them if they're not present in the class. But eventually, we want to move with a bigger space and upload lectures live on the website, like what was done in the NUS when I was there. The attendance is, students will still come if you're delivering a good lecture. Whether it's recorded or not is a different thing. And that's what, again, drawing back from the National University of Singapore experience, we don't take attendance of the students there anytime. And at every time, there'll be at least 85 to 90% students present in the class, even though all the lectures are delivered online. If we upload the lectures, then students will not come to the class. I said you should cancel taking attendance, upload the lectures, and still students should come. And I think that inspiration we can provide as a teacher. So after the lecture, after you go back to your office, students will come and discuss with you if they're really inspired and want to learn something more. So I think we have to relearn ourselves and make ourselves useful. Otherwise, online lectures will take over. We have students not here, even in university, NUS, say, I never come to your lecture because your lecture is lousy. But he gets A+, because he says, I learned everything about your lectures, your material from MIT website. I said, well and good. Only one student doing that here. But if the whole class start doing that, then we become obsolete. So I think we have to reinvent ourselves and make sure that we remain relevant. Because there's a lot more to the interaction than just the lecture delivery, right? So I think we all know. When a student comes to your office, he learns a lot more than what he learns in the lecture. So I think that part cannot be removed. It will go on, and we can survive this, even though we put a lot of information on the website. All it means is we give them a lot more information than what they are used to getting. But it won't If we are okay, it won't create problem. Thank you.